Today we're going to talk about exercising at the right level, and there's 3 tools I'd like to talk about that will help you to know that you're exercising at the appropriate level. The first one is checking your pulse. So when you check your pulse, place your index and middle finger on the thumb side of your wrist. And you're going to put your 2 fingers there. You'll need a watch with a second hand. You'll check how many beats you feel in 10 seconds. And then you take that number and you multiply it by 6. So most people have a resting pulse somewhere in and around 72 beats per minute. With exercise, the goal is to increase your heart rate by about 20 to 30 beats per minute. So for example, if you're resting at 72, when you exercise, you want to increase your pulse by 20 to 30 beats. So you would be exercising at a heart rate of between 92 and 102. The majority of heart patients take a medication called a beta blocker. A beta blocker lowers your heart rate and blood pressure with rest and activity. So the charts that you see in fitness centers that are based on a calculation of 220 minus your age, and they give you a rating of where you should be at, you can't really use when you take a beta blocker. So you can ignore those recommendations. If you're interested in working at a higher level than that, you can see your cardiologist about getting referred to the cardiac rehab program, and there a physiotherapist can order a stress test for you, and that way we can give you a target heart rate that's more specific to the type of training that you like to do and give you a different range to work within. Another tool you can use to know that you're at the right level is something called the talk test. The talk test is the very simplest of tools. What it is if you can carry on a conversation while you're exercising, you're probably working at the right level. If you could sing, even if you can't sing, if you could sing while you're exercising, you're probably not working quite hard enough and you might need to step it up a notch. If you have to take a breath for every word that you say, then you're probably doing a little bit too much and you might need to back off a little bit. So the talk test is a very simple tool that you can use anywhere to know that you're at the right level. The third and final tool that we'll talk about today is called the rating of perceived exertion. It's a scale that just allows us to get a handle on how it feels to you. So it's totally subjective. You decide what the rating is between 6 and 20. For most people, the ideal range to exercise is 12 to 15, so it feels somewhat hard to hard. So you can use that tool as well to determine what level you should be working at. I hope that has been a helpful review of 3 tools you can use to exercise at the right level.